Welcome back, y'all. Hey, I want to do something a little special today. There is a high school student that's from Ohio who started her own bait company called Breezy Bombers. And I want to feature her baits. Without any further ado, let's get into bombing these Breezy Bombers.
Matt's Fishin' Mission. Matt's Fishin' Mission. Matt's Fishin' Mission. Matt's Fishin' Mission. You're watching Matt's Fishing Mission. Always
You gotta be kidding me. That is amazing.
Mission.
The water is definitely filled up from when me and Jen came here in the spring. Because when we came here, it was probably another 5 feet lower, and the fish habitats, which I can see that are in the water's little PVC things, are now almost all the way submerged. Look at this. He's like frozen in time. Are you alive, buddy? Is he alive? Oh, he is alive. Maybe hibernate for winter? Wait, is something caught in his mouth? Oh, it is. Oh no. Something's caught. His mouth is caught. We're gonna rescue him. Oh, it is. It's a fishing hook. There we go. Oh, there we go, buddy. All right. Wait, I don't know if this type of turtle can. Is that a box turtle? I don't know if they're part of the water. You know what? We're gonna set you right here, and you can decide where you want to go. Maybe he just needs some water. I'm glad we found him. I'm glad we found him. He was stuck on the bank on a fish hook, wrapped up in line. Man, that's the reason you guys clean up your line. Man, I hate seeing that. We saved him, hopefully. Hopefully he makes it. Now I'm moving to Breezy Bombers, and she gave me a little plethora of stuff. I'm gonna go white grub fire. You know what? I'm gonna go, yeah. Let's go white grub fire. There we go. That's the setup right there. Boom. Let's go. White grub fire. There we go. First cast on white grub fire. Dude, breezy coming through. Look at that. You know what? That's not big, but I gotta take a picture. If you guys don't know who Breezy Bombers is, she is a high school student who started her own bait company, and she's here in Ohio, and I love supporting the youth when it comes to fishing. So let's send her a picture of catch on her awesome bait. Heck yeah. Wow, cast number 1, Breezy Bombers, white grub fire. Let's go. Let's go. Can we go back to back? That would be awesome. That would be a statement. That would be an absolute statement. There we go. Breezy Bombers lures. Come on, y'all. Look at that. Let's go. Back-to-back catches. Yes, sir. There we go. There we go. Oh, oh, got me under the log. Get over the log. Get over the log. There we go. There we go. Oh, another one on white grub fire breezy bombers. Let's go. Thank you, sir. All right, we're gonna switch off of white grub fire, and we're gonna go with another breezy bombers bait. Something interesting I saw, this little tri-split tail thing. I'm not sure what she's calling it, but we're gonna give that a rip. Ooh, baby, look at that. And it swims it's got a really cool wobbly tail action. I love it. There we go. Oh yeah. Nice. New lure. Still on that breezy bombers bite though. I'll have the name of this here because I don't know what the name of this is, right? She's got this little 3 tri-tip tail. We'll have to figure that out. There we go. Thank you, buddy. Oh, there we go. There we go. Another one on this lure. I just messaged Breezy and I was like, what are you calling this thing? What are you calling this awesome tri-tail lure? I don't know what she's calling it, but it's catching fish. There we go. That's a bite. That's a bite. There we go. Yes, sir. There we go. Another kicker tail bass. A little nicer one on the day. All right, thank you, buddy. There we go, way back in the back. Way back in the back. He's running right at us. Oh, it came off. Come on. Come on. There was something sitting way back there. Oh, there's another hit. There's another hit. There's another hit. There we go. Got another one. Oh, there must be a little school back there. There must be another little school back there. Nice. On the kicker tail. Heck yeah. Kicker tail, baby. Breezy bombers. Let's go. All right, I like what's going on with the kicker tails. So I'm gonna rig that up with a baby boo jig from Booyah. All right, upgraded our jig a little bit. We got the baby boo jig now with the kicker tail from Breezy Bombers. The Booyah jig, Breezy Bombers trailer. Let's see if that is the winning combo. There it is. There it is. Oh, there we go. Oh, I wonder if that's the same one. Oh, he let it go. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, look at that friggin' wake out there. I don't know if I picked the best route. Oh, look, we got some pond treasure. I'm trying to get through the old swamps of sadness back here. Oh, there we go. There we go. on the kicker tail. Little jig action, little skirted jig, the baby boo jig. Thank you, buddy. Oh, let's go, kicker tail. Dude, they are after this thing. They are after this thing. Let's go. Wow. Dang, y'all. Ooh, there we go. Another kicker tail fish, y'all. Trying to sneak around this corner here. Get some sneaky casts. Some sneaky casts. There we go. Oh, sneaking around the corner, getting them sneaky casts. Sneaking in some kicker tail fish. Oh. There we go. What a beautiful day. Look at this. Absolute fall sleigh sesh. No giants, but man, does it feel good to catch all these largies. I never get to catch largies. Man, you gotta appreciate coming out to a good pond. Mini lake. I don't know what this is, but coming out here and getting some largies. Man, I'm usually a smallie slayer, but I'm on a largie fest right now. There we go. There we go. Even the little guy's coming after that big old kicker tail. Thank you, bud. He about tried to jump out of the water to get that. He was up shallow. Well, I'm gonna see if there's any more. Ooh. Okay, well, there are more. I was gonna say, I'm gonna see if there's any more hanging out, like in the grass. Yep, look at that. Oh, no. God, they are in the grass, bro. There you go, got him. Oh, in the grass, like in the grass. They are hanging out really shallow. Like, man, look at this. This is what they're sitting in, is this little super shallow stuff. Wow. Let's flip over there by Mr. Turtle. There we go. Oh, Mr. Turtle, somebody was hanging out. Yep. Yep. Ooh. For this pond, a little bit bigger on the day. Look at that. Let's get that out there. Look at that. Look what we caught it on. Oh, the old kicker tail. Yep, another one on the old kicker tail with the baby boo jig. What a day. What a largy day. Yep, we got it. Oh, we got it. We got it. They're chasing fish up into the weeds in there. I don't know if they're chasing their own fry, but the old kicker tail is going and getting them. Yes, sir. Yep, there we go. Oh, gosh. Oh, hey, look, he took my kicker tail off. I'm gonna see if he was gonna bite it without a tail. Oh, ripped my kicker tail off. Okay, ripped our kicker tail off. We got a fresh one on. We had a little bite going on right here. He didn't get hooks in him, so I'm thinking we might be able to coax another bite off of this little branch pile here. There we go. Yep. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a better one. Get out of that. That's a better one, y'all. Come on. Oh, that's the fish of the day, y'all. That's the fish of the day. Oh, breezy bombers, let's go. Bro, that's a tank, y'all. Look at that. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. That is amazing. Guys, I just gotta give a quick shout out here because I've been throwing breezy bombers all day in this pond area, and I've been doing, you know, little dinks, 12s, 13s, 8s, 10s, but I just gotta tell you, we caught a beast. Breezy bombers, kicking tail. Let's freaking go, baby. Oh, look at that. Bucket mouth. Ooh, boys and girls, the breezy bombers kicking. I can't even fit it in there. Kicking tail. Oh man, look at that thing. What a beast. That is awesome. 19 incher, 3¼ pounder. Woo, baby. Wow. Oh, wow, baby. Let's go. All right. See you, bud. That's the day. That made the day. That made the freaking day. Let's go. Well, on that note, I say we wrap it up here at the old LMV pond, and we go check in with Miss Breezy herself and talk about her company, her lures, and everything she's got going on. Let's go. So, everyone, welcome in Breslin from Breezy Bombers. We had a heck of a day on the water just now, and man, we caught a ton of largemouth, and man, we caught that one giant 3-pound bruiser on the kicker tail. I was so excited.
Yeah.
So we want to talk about, you know, your baits, who you are, like just kind of like your backstory. And so let's start off with name Breezy Bombers. Where did that come from?
Yeah, so my name's Breslin, and my grandparents, ever since I was little, started calling me Breezy, and that name kind of stuck throughout like my whole family. And so I was like, I really kind of want to keep it like family oriented because I'm a big family person. And so I kind of wanted it to be something with Breezy, and then I wanted something cool to go with it and kind of like an alliteration. So came up with Breezy Bombers, you know?
Awesome. That's awesome. So do people call you Breezy as a nickname, or is that like a family nickname?
Yep. Nope. A lot of people call me Breezy now since I've
That's awesome.
started that. A lot of
Right?
people at school, everybody out at shows. It's never Breslin. It's always Breezy.
Right. And so you're a high school student. Are you a junior or senior this year or what?
I'm a junior. Yep.
Junior. Awesome. And you started this when you were 13, right?
Yes, I was in
So-
the 7th grade and
Yeah.
like getting close to the end of my 7th grade year.
So what brought that on? What made you want to start your own bait company? Like when did you get into fishing as a kid, and then how did that progress into making something of your own?
Yeah, so I got into fishing when I was little, you know. I'd always go like catfishing with my grandpa when I was like really little and always do like bluegill and stuff like that. But the first time I ever caught a bass, I was like 9.5, 10 years old, and I was at a pier, first time using a bait caster, and I was fishing a topwater albino mouse and caught like a 3-pounder, which is big for Ohio.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I was hooked. And like every time my dad went out, I'd always want to go with him. And ever since then, like that's just all I wanted to do was go out and go fishing. And the reason I started Breezy Bombers was because one of my favorite colors Senkos was a all white with a chartreuse tail from Yumdinger. They stopped selling them. Like it was really hard to try and find them, and I was like, man, this was my favorite color because we have a lot of dirty water and stained water, and so I was like, hi, this is my favorite color. Like, why can't I find it? So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna make it myself. Kind of had interest in it, and that was just another reason for me to just, you know, just to do it. And so I started it, and as like a late birthday gift, we took a trip to Jan's Net Craft in Cleveland, and I saved up a bunch of money, and I bought like 3 plastic molds, a quart of plastisol. Now I'm buying it by the 5-gallon
Right.
buckets, and like 4 different colorants. And I was buying my flake at Walmart, so it wasn't high quality or anything, and that's just how I started it. And so I just started making stuff in my bedroom, and then I turned my school desk into a bait making desk. And then so I started using them, and then my dad started using them, and his buddies were like, "Hey, that's kind of cool. Let me try that." And so they started using them, and I was like, "Hey, this is kind of cool. Let me try and sell them." And so his buddies started buying them, and then I went to the Columbus Fishing Expo in 2022, and I met Brian Latimer, and I had like 25 bags that I was just there to give away so I could get my name out there.
Yeah.
I didn't have a price on anything, and I go up to him and I was just like, "Hey, I'm Breslin. Nice to meet you. I'm 15. I was 15 at the time, and I was just like, "Hey, I make all these. What do you think of them?" And he loved them and did an interview with me and posted all over social media. Within like 3 days, I had over almost 30 orders within 3 days. And ever since then, that's where it's all started.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome. That's awesome.
freshman year is when it really blew up.
Wow. And so
Yeah.
did that experience with BLAT just kind of give you the like the confidence of like, okay, I can really do this. Like it can
Oh
be
yeah.
something that goes
One
somewhere. What was the
100%.
what was the
Because
feeling
even go ahead.
of like I'm sorry. I was just going to ask before you get
Yeah.
too far into it. What was the feeling like after you made your first bait that you took on the water and you actually caught something with and you were like, "Oh, I got this nailed." Like what was that?
Yeah. Oh, it was crazy because I had made like I think like 5 or 6 different worms in like different colors. I was like, I want to go out and try these and see what I can do. And I was at my local lake, Kaiser Lake, and I was throwing them, and it was a little paddle tail worm. And so I was throwing it, and I never fished a paddle tail worm, but it was the only kind of mold they had at Jan's Netcraft, so I was gonna try it. And I get a little dink, and I that was my favorite fish I think I've ever caught. That was definitely my favorite largemouth thing I've ever caught, because that was ever first ever fish I caught on a breezy bomb.
It's like mounting the dollar when you see a dollar in someone's like small business, their first dollar.
Oh yeah,
They remember that dollar forever. It's their first
yep.
sale.
I
That's
could
awesome.
tell you what pier I was on and where I was standing.
That's awesome. So you've been to the Columbus. I know I got to be your first sale at the Cincy show last year.
Yeah,
And so
you're my
what's coming up?
first.
What's coming up for you?
So this year I'm not doing the Cincinnati show this year. Just because we're busy that weekend, but I will be at the Columbus show,
Nice.
and hopefully, this is kind of working out a little bit, but hopefully I'll be able to do a seminar at the Columbus show. So still in the works, but plans are that at least once in that weekend.
Heck yeah. Well, I'm planning on
Yeah.
going to Columbus, so if you get that lined up, let me know what day, and I'll make sure that's the day that I come to see you up at the Columbus show. And also
Awesome.
we've got like a lot of Cincinnati or like tri-state shows. We got Columbus,
Hmm.
Lawrenceburg is this weekend, and then I think
Oh,
Columbus is February, and then Cincy is in March. So there's
yeah.
like a culmination of a lot of like exposure going on right now.
And then there's they've just put in a new one, the Great Lakes up in Cleveland.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a brand new one. Um,
Yeah.
there's a bunch coming around.
So I saw you recently in the fall at the Dayton Napper Cup, the Dayton Cup, where we did some fishing competition. It's the
Yeah.
fishing league that I'm in, and you were at the booth with us. And so talk to us about some partnerships. I know we've got NAPRA, which is a wading league. So tell us about the
Mhm.
partnerships and how they came about and your involvement in them.
Yeah, so I sponsor NAPRA. I sponsor just a few different of their tournaments in the NAPRA Pro Waiting. I kind of got into that trail because of the Columbus show. They kind of reached out to me and were like, "Hey, we'd love to have you. Your stuff's awesome, and some of the guys would really like it. Your Neds would be perfect for the rivers." And so I was like, "Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to help out." And so that's kind of how I came on with the NAPRA. And then I also do the BKFT, the Buckeye Kayak Fishing Trail. I sponsored the cup, or the final. I can't think of the word,
Right, right, yeah.
but I sponsored that this year, and The reason I kind of sponsored that one is because my dad fishes in that, and
Yep.
I know a lot of the guys in there, so figured I know the guy that runs it pretty well, so I figured if I can help out there, I will.
Heck yeah. And let me tell you, just in like my circle of fishing guys, they all know who you are. And I mean, your baits get talked about a lot. So I love seeing like you're growing out into the Ohio fishing community and beyond. So that's
That's
super
awesome.
awesome. Clearly we just saw the video. Everyone watching, you just saw all those fish caught. I mean, I only used two baits, which was your grub and then the kicker tail. And I know you've got a lot more. I've used your chunk crawl before to catch fish, and your
Mhm.
spade tail, and so all the baits are awesome. How many profiles do you offer right now?
Right now I offer 11 bass profiles and 5 crappie.
Nice. You got the
Crappie
whole,
and bluegill.
everything's covered. Yeah. So everyone saw the awesome catches. You offer a ton of baits. If someone wants to grab a bag, which I'm asking all my viewers to go check you out, where can we find you at?
So if you want like custom stuff or anything color matched, message me on Instagram or Facebook at Breezy Bombers. But if you just want regular stuff like green pumpkin, watermelon, just stuff that you're able to find anywhere kind of, you can go to breezybombers.com.
Awesome. Awesome. Well,
Yep.
guys, make sure to check her out. She is awesome. A high school student, just getting it done, getting her baits out to the world. And all my Ohio crew watching, I know you guys support your local bait makers. And Breslin, thanks for having me on. And listen, I loved
Yeah.
catching everything on the baits. I've still got tons of stuff
Awesome.
that I've got, and I'm going to throw it all this year. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for
Awesome.
hooking me up. And guys, we will see you on the next Fish Mission.
Matt's Fishing Mission. Matt's Fishing Mission. Matt's Fishing Mission. Matt's Fishing Mission. You're watching Matt's Fishing Mission. Always be on mission.